learn from the experience of others, your mom, your aunties, your cousins, your friends, YouTubers like me that share their experience. Learn from people's experience and see what you need to do, in your preparation stage. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lade. On today's video, I'll be talking about how to prepare for a godly marriage or a godly relationship, okay? So let's get right into the video. By the way, I hope you're subscribed to my channel by now. To subscribe, you only need to hit that red button. It's free of charge. And then also give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. On today's video, like you already know, I'll be talking about the preparation stage, preparing. Let's look at the Bible. Let's read from Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. It says, "And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him and help meet for him." That word meet can be translated to suitable. It can be translated to a help fit for him, comparable to him. Okay? Suitable, compatible with him. God knows that it's not good for a man to be alone, but that's not where I'm driving at. He said he will make him a partner, a help suitable for him. So when you, as ladies, let me tell you something, we are solutions. Shout out to Tolulope Solutions. That was so random. We are solutions because there was a problem, there was an issue, there was something we needed to address. That's why we were made. So this is like the making season, your preparation stage. What are you doing during the time of the making? For Eve, the making season was when after she was in hiding in Adam's rib, he took one of the ribs, took her from her hiding season, and then there was a making season. So it's important that you are the help suitable for the man you want. Okay, I'm going to talk about a few points. I'm going to talk about a few points that we should consider in the preparation stage. Number one, discover yourself. And by the way, it's in no particular order, so you don't have to do this one before you do this one. They're all equally important. What's your purpose? Why are you here? I have a video on purpose. It should pop up on the screen. Please go ahead and look at that. Why are you here? Why are you even existing? Are you just existing to be part of the ecosystem, like the trees? You just take in oxygen, you exhale carbon dioxide, and then you go to school, and then you get married just anyhow, and then you have kids, and then you work, and then you retire, and then you die. Is that all there is to life, really? Do you know your purpose? So that's number one, discover your purpose. And I do have a video on purpose, so this is not the video for that. But yeah, it's important for you to discover your purpose. The next thing would be to discover yourself. Discover yourself. There's this awesome message that changed my life. It's by Miles Monroe of blessed memory. One of the messages he preached about singleness. It changed my life. I'll put the link in the description box. Please listen to that message. Discover yourself. Who are you? Do you like you? Can you be by yourself for a whole day? Can you enjoy your own company? If you can't enjoy your company, how do you expect an innocent boy, an innocent man to come and enjoy your company? Develop yourself. After you have discovered yourself, you have discovered that, oh, my talent is singing. Don't just sing in the shower. Don't just sing in church choir. It's great to sing in the church choir, but take courses, train. I don't know, somebody made a quote. I think it was Tenny. If you don't invest in yourself, nobody else would. After you have discovered yourself, then you develop yourself. What do I need to do to take this my skill, my gift, my talent from the raw state to the state where it is packageable, marketable, and putable, if you would, to the world stage? How am I going to package? How am I going to be valuable? How am I going to develop myself? Let's read from Proverbs chapter 24. Proverbs 24 and verse 27. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. So there's a particular template, there's a format of how things are supposed to. What are the things you like in a good guy? Your ideal husband. What are some of the things you have on your checklist? I know for some of you it's tall, dark, and handsome. I know some of you is 6'6", 6 packs, 6 figures in the back, and 6 feet tall. What is on your list? Maybe for somebody watching this, you need to review that your list. What are the characteristics you want to see in a man? You need to develop those in you. You want a godly man. Are you godly? You want a man that can pray. Do you pray? So the preparation stage is where you check off everything on your checklist. Did somebody hear that? Check off everything on your checklist. Oh, I want a man with 6 figures in his bank account. Do you have 6 figures in your bank account? Or are you close to having 6 figures in your bank account? Or are you on your way to having 6 figures in your bank account? Your checklist, check it off yourself. Let me tell you one fun inside gist about me. So even before I've been wanting to get married to a pastor since, if you didn't know, I'm married to a pastor, and have a video about being married to a man of God, being married to a pastor. You should see that video. But I was saying that, interestingly, as a young child, I always wanted to marry either a pastor. I used to specifically say a pastor, but when I grew older, I was like, I just want somebody that will be very busy with his thing, where he's not going to be too much of, babe, needing me. You know what I mean? So I don't want somebody that, of course, I want us to have our time, but I want him to be so engrossed into what he's doing. I wanted somebody that was like a doctor or a scientist that will always be in the lab, that will always be focusing on, so that even when we have time for each other, it will be quality time, because I'm that kind of person too. With the work that I do, the thing that I do, I like to focus on it. I like to spend a lot of time doing what I want to do. So if I was desiring a man that will be taking me out every day, it will clash. Do you get? So in that regard, desire is power. It's just usually that triangle of church, work, home, church, work, home, for the stereotypic good girl. I was the stereotypic good girl. I'm still a good girl. I never went to a club. I never went to, yeah, it's possible. There are people like that. Start finding things that interest you. For instance, how I started volunteering with non-profits. So find a non-profit. A non-profit is like an NGO. There's no way you will not be passionate about something. You can even volunteer at soup kitchens. I don't know if there are soup kitchens in your country where you are. You can volunteer, find a non-profit. It could be orphanage, it could be old people's home. Find something that is not church, work, home, and start getting involved with that. If you have passion for food, I mean, find something and volunteer. Give your services for free. Volunteer, just spend a little time, because you know you're trying to get that exposure. And in doing that, for instance, currently, apart from being and I talked about that in my video about being married to a pastor, apart from being a pastor's wife, I'm always in church. I'm a full-time YouTuber, I'm a vlogger, I'm sometimes looking for locations to explore, or like working at home on my computer. Apart from those two things, church, work, home, I volunteer at an NGO. The NGO, it's anti-sexual violence NGO. What do? We go around, do sensitization, we treat issues. Shout out to JNEC. JNEC is where I volunteer at. You can follow them on Instagram. Yeah, they're anti-sexual violence non-profit organization, and I'm passionate about that. We get cases every time, we treat them. At the same time, I'm learning different skills. But if I was a single lady, and just for instance, there's a guy that also does church work school or church work home, and he just happens to have an interest for sexual violence, anti-sexual violence things, and he's also volunteering there. See, we've now created a common ground where we can meet. We even give ourselves the opportunity to meet. So that's the point I'm trying to make. So find something else, even if it's just library. If you just want to be going to the community library rather than reading in your house, do something apart from your stereotypical normal church, work, school, church, work, home. Then lastly, which is what I've just talked about, is to develop healthy relationships. So from high school, don't be like, oh, you're not sitting on my table, I'm not talking to you. Develop relationships. You never know where you guys will meet. I'm not saying you should be friends with them because of what you can get from them, not at all. I'm just saying develop relationships and keep contacts. Don't burn your bridges. Don't let there be nothing that's too ridiculous that happens that you say, this person, never in my life, I'm never going to talk to them, because you never know where you're going to see them again. So even though relationships have a lifespan, and this is not a video for it, so you can have a relationship with maybe a very cool, intelligent guy in high school, and after high school, you guys graduate, that particular relationship of being classmates, it has expired. But apart from that lifespan of expiring, don't don't cut that cord, don't burn that bridge. Still keep a link of communication. Do you understand? So every time you even have to chat the person up for something is, oh hi, long time, oh long time. It's not, we fought, so stay on your own, I stay on my own. So please keep good relationships. Then number 5, pray. Now that you have put yourself out there, pray that God will give you understanding, because people will start coming up to you. You will start getting suitors come to you. You have to pray to be able to pick wisely. God, what am I doing? Who is this person? How can I discern, who the right person is for me? That's a different video, but you get the point. Don't share a feeling or a prospective relationship. Don't share it with everybody too early, too soon. When Adam was sleeping and God took out a rib from him, he was sleeping. He was unaware. God took the rib out. The making was done. Adam was unaware. Until the showing. So in your making season, don't come and go and start putting yourself out there. Don't come because you know your season. So even if a guy comes, you know your season. If he's ready for you if he's ready to wait till you get into your showing season, that's fine. If you're in your making season, you know your season. Learn home skills, basic home skills. If you get married, you're going to be doing the dishes. If you get married, you're going to be cooking. I know the feminists might come after me and say, why is the man not cooking? But that's just the reality of things. If you fix your nails before, if you get married, you have to maybe wear gloves, especially if you've not been doing it for a while. If you've been at your parents and there's maids and there are cooks and yeah. So just be true to yourself. Learn the basics. Learn what you need. Learn from the experience of others. Your mom, your aunties, your cousins, your friends, YouTubers like me that share their experience. Learn from people's experience and see what you need to do in your preparation stage. So prepare yourself, and lastly, trust God. Trust God and wait. Let me read from Psalms 27 verse 14. It says, wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord. It said that wait 2 times. There's emphasis on the wait. Wait for the Lord, be strong, take heart, and wait for the Lord. If you would like to know what to do while you wait, then you should be looking forward to next week's video, because I'll be talking about what to do while you wait. So if you've prepared and you're now at your showing season, what do you do while you wait for that man? What would you do in that time period? So yeah, that's all I have on today's video. I hope this video has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have subscribed by now, and I hope you have hit that like button. Until next time, don't forget to be the best version of you. Bye.